Oh, that's a nice fish. I didn't make you right.
So this is the bottom end of the lake. Small little islands.
Right, we've done a few recasts. I am not feeling it one bit. Well, it'd be certainly nice to get a big one from here. Yeah, it has been quiet the past couple of days, but we've got a few hours on here. Hopefully we can get something. This lake in general does hold some big pike. Beautiful, that's bob on. Something's telling me that I'm not going to get a bite on this lake. No, you silly old sausage. Let me show you how to do it. So today we are fishing a very old mature lake. It's about 11 acres in size. It's got an island in the middle, very long shaped lake. I'm travelling really light. I want to cover as much ground as I can today. So there's 3 pegs in mind that I want to be fishing. Most of the lake, unfortunately, is covered in snags. Tree lines, you can't get into it. So there is only 3 or 4 areas where you can really fish. And I'm going to be suspending the baits and just casting them all around the swim and try and pick up a bite. If we don't get any luck, we'll just keep moving and moving and try as luck. So let me have a little flick around and just see what kind of depths we've got. Oh, not very deep. Oh, that feels nice and clear. Look at that. Right, so it's nice and clear. That's even better. That's going to make life brilliant for presentation. As I mentioned, I've got 2 rods. I'm literally going to lay them on the deck and just keep it on the float. So I've got a float here. This was from my last session. I'm going to quickly take this lead off. Then I'm going to suspend this mid-water on the right-hand side of the swim, and then over an hour and a half, every 15-20 minutes, just bring it in, rechuck it. So that's what that's going to be, literally just running up and down the line. There is plenty of small fish in here, so that is a good diet for any pike to sustain them, especially the bigger ones. It's a very old mature lake as well, so I'm using a very fine bait elastic as well. Right, so that's the one. Set this to 5.5 foot. I'm 6'4", so that's going to be that's 5.5 foot there. Beautiful, that's bob on. Look at that, good one, my son. And you've got the island, this margin here, so you're looking at 25 yards, so any pike coming through here, they're going to see that bait. Right, I've just gauged this area here, so this is set up to be 12 inches off the bottom. I want it a foot off the bottom and just have it in this area just here. So I've covered all bases. You've got one in between an island and a margin, any fish coming in and out of there, and then down this area here is going to be perfect because you've got loads of snags down this side, so the fish might venture out. So that's me thinking anyway. And what I'll do, I'll give it 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and I'll move them again. I'll try and get one close to the island, have one close in here, and then just keep alternating it for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then we'll shoot off to another swim and just keep trying his luck. So that is everything set up. Like I say, we'll have 2 hours in this swim and then move to the bottom end of the lake. Sun's coming out now, it's going to be a very bright day. The forecast for I think today and tomorrow, no sorry, today's going to be bright. Then we've got a big storm coming in apparently for the next couple of days, so that might freshen things up a little bit, get the fish moving if it's going to be a quiet day today. But it is exciting when you come to new venues, you've never fished them before, and you're just keeping an eye out for any decent sized fish moving around. Every now and again on lakes, I do tend to see the odd big pike moving through the upper layers. And the minute I see that, that's when I'm literally fishing 12 inches under the surface. But obviously I don't know anything about the lake. I don't know how many big pike are in here. It's only hearsay of what people have told me and what they've actually seen, and it's trusted sources. So this is why I'm just going to be trying my luck here, bottom end of the lake, top end of the lake, and hopefully we can get some kind of results. And I'm going to be here till probably 3 o'clock and then call it quits, because the next session after today will be on the fen and drain. So, right, time for a move. Right, that's swim 1 done. Let's move to the bottom end of the lake and have a go around there. So this is the bottom end of the lake. Small little islands. Yeah, that might be a bit too shallow, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to fish on here, which is a shame. No, nothing. It's shallow in between each one of these. So I think what we'll do, we'll head round this side of the lake and have a look there, because failing that, it might be the top end of the lake. Like I said, it's my first time fishing on here, so it's all new to me. Yeah, we'll pop down this side area. It's snaggy all the way along the lake, and then at the bottom end it opens up and it's a bit more clearer. So right, let's go and have a look. Right, we are at the top end of the lake. There's a lot of tree lines that you just can't get access to. So the 3 pegs that I was hoping to fish was the one we've just had, the bottom one, and then down here, and there was one more on the opposite side, but it's just, there's snags everywhere. So we're going to be settled in for this section of the lake now. Right, what are we thinking? Let's try this margin area here. Always nice to have one in the margins. Just there. And this will slowly drift down here. That'll do. Come on, tell me I'm in the right depth. Yeah, that's lovely. That's spot on. We are probably 8 inches of a depth. That's fine. See, the idea was just suspending the baits, but to be honest, with the wind we've got, it is pushing them down a bit. So with me not having bank sticks, it's crucial to fish on the floats for bite indication, and it gives me something to do, because you know what it's like when you're dead baiting. It can be the most boring sport, like carp fishing, unless you can be chasing them. Right, that'll do. Right, we've done a few recasts. I am not feeling it one bit. Intuition, all the years I've been fishing, something's telling me that I'm not going to get a bite on this lake, which is a bit of a shame really. I come here quite enthusiastic, I was full of hope, but I just cannot see it, I really can't. So with us having a bit of time, me being on the bike, I might be able to just sort of try and save the session and maybe get a bite on the river, which is obviously one of my favourite places to fish for pike. Such a shame, but I'm just not feeling it one bit, and if I'm not feeling it, that means I'm not confident, and I'm not fishing very well. So right, let's wrap everything away and we'll quickly shoot to the river and try and get maybe one bite before last knockings. Right, so we are on the mighty Trent. We've got a couple of hours fishing. I'm going to be fishing a swim I've never fished before, to be honest, and we're going to be roaming it around here. My last video I did on the channel was on this section of river. As you can see, the water is gin clear, river's looking nice, overcast skies, it's fairly cool still. So let's give it a bash. Right, let's go for it. Not too far out. I'm not going to go mad on the recasting. Like I said, we've only got a couple of hours fishing, so that one's mid-water, that one's on the deck. Right, we're fishing. I know the fishing's not great at the moment, but when we have this big storm in the next couple of days, it's definitely going to stir things up a little bit. And this section of the Trent is, although it doesn't contain huge amounts of big pike. The pike that are decent size, anything from sort of mid to upper 20, they are, you know, they stand out in your photo albums when you look through all the fish you've had. And when the conditions of the water change on here, it doesn't matter whether it's murky, whether it's like chocolate soup after loads of rain and floods, the fish always tend to keep the real dark colours in autumn time and winter when you're having your pictures done. They are absolutely stunning fish to catch, they really are. And I've got unfinished business on it. I've got a couple of 20s to catch on this section that I've never had before, and then I think that might be my time done on here. But I do like these impromptu sessions because you just turn up, a few hours, hopefully try and catch a few fish. If you don't catch anything, it's just one of them things, it's fishing. I think if you caught every time you went, I don't think I'd be doing it, that's for sure. I do like to work for my fish. But yeah, it seems relatively the same all along this section. The odd small one being caught, but I wouldn't say any big ones have come out just yet.
Well, we have come to the end of the session. What a grueler. All that hard work and no rewards. So it's the second day of the pike season. Can't be too hard on myself. Now it's a case, wrap up, get some sessions planned, and then we're going to be on the fenning drains next for some big gills. So, just want to thank everyone for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.